Good morning. It's Friday, July the 4th, and you're watching AGORACOM TV. I'm your host, Paul Kandakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced, edgy show bringing you the best press releases at the open, along with the halts, so you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. It's Friday, July the 4th, which means it's Independence Day in the U.S. So for our U.S. audience and our U.S. viewers, have a tremendous July 4th weekend. Happy, healthy, safe, good times. Now, we've only got one press release this morning. It's a relatively slow news cycle day. As you all know, there's a holiday in the U.S., so the markets are closed. However, the one press release I do have is a doozy. It's been a darling on Bay Street for the past few months, I guess for the past year. It's Noront Resources, trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol NOT. What we have coming out of the company is the much anticipated, highly awaited initial resource estimate from their Eagle 1 deposit. And the company is reporting on the identification of significant, high-grade, massive, and disseminated sulfide resources at the recently discovered Eagle 1 copper, nickel, platinum group elements deposit within the Double Eagle project located at the James Bay lowland in northeastern Ontario, also known as the Ring of Fire. We got some great numbers coming out of the company this morning, so I'm going to give you the highlights from the resource estimate. However, I would encourage you to also take a look at the press release itself because it's got a lot of technical information. Now, highlights. Massive sulfide within the indicated amount totals 233,000 tons. Now, this is just one massive sulfide within the indicated category, and the massive sulfide is a total of 233,000 tons at 6.5% nickel, 3.45% copper, 0.24 grams per ton of gold, 1.94 grams per ton of platinum, 12 grams per ton of palladium, and 9.75 grams per ton of silver. And the net smelter royalty in Canadian dollars per ton is a whopping $1,631, and this is just from the one massive sulfide. Now, the total indicated resource is 1.8 million tons at 1.96% nickel, 1.18% copper, 0.15 grams per ton of gold, 1.12 grams per ton of platinum, 3.9 grams per ton of palladium, and 3.8 grams per ton of silver. And that gives us a net smelter royalty in Canadian dollars per ton of $515. So, according to the indicated category, we've got approximately $1 million worth of precious metals in the ground. Very impressive. Now, moving over to the indicated or the inferred category, we've got 1.08 million tons in the ground, and we've got a net smelter royalty in Canadian dollars of $614 per ton. So, very impressive numbers coming out of Noront this morning. Highly anticipated numbers that everybody's mulling over on the discussion forums right now as we speak. I've got a quote from Richard Nemes, CEO of Noront, who commented as follows. With these 43-101 compliant mineral resources at Eagle 1 and our other exciting exploration projects in the McFalls Lake area, coupled with our very recent discovery of additional coarse, visible gold mineralization in the current underground program at Windfall Lake in northern Quebec, our shareholders can see lots of light at the end of the tunnel. These developments indicate excellent potential for production revenues in the not-too-distant future. The main advantage of our current exploration effort is the minimal capital expenditures required and possibly early lead time to begin obtaining production revenue from these resources. Now, given Eagle 1's proximity to the newly discovered Eagle 2 occurrence and the nearby potentially large chromite deposit, this area will continue to be the center of a highly focused exploration program. We're anticipating more great things, more great results coming from the company. So congratulations to Richard Nemes and the rest of the team at Noront. The company is last at $2.70 off their 52-week high of $7.42. And this is a great segue into the second segment of our program, which is the halts. I only have one halt to report on this morning, and you guessed it, it's Noront Resources, trades on the TSX Venture, as I'd mentioned, under the symbol NOT. So to everybody, have yourselves a great weekend. To our American audience, have yourselves a great long weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday when we're back with more great press releases and halts at the open.